Hey friends, and welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to take you through just a short little, hopefully short little debt snowball update and kind of show you where things are at, why we're putting a little pause on things, and yeah, I hope that you enjoy the video. Keep on watching. Y'all, I have just had, I'm like eating my food. I have 20 minutes until Ben gets home to finish this video. Okay, so I wanted to take you through kind of where I'm at with my debt snowball as of right now. As y'all know, Ben and I are engaged. We get married in less than a month, but we have not combined our finances yet, which means my debt is my debt, his debt is his debt. I'm gonna kind of show you where I'm at with my debt and why I'm gonna have to take a little bit of a break. So, as you guys have seen, we're in May. I have made most of my debt payments this month except for my car loan, which is $300. That comes out in about 6 days here. So yeah, with this, I paid off in January about $1,284. In February, I paid off $2,973.65. That was partially because of my tax return. And then March, I paid off $1,300. April, I paid off $1,200, and this month will be about $1,200 too, taking a tiny little break from the debt snowball because, yeah, there's just a lot of changes coming up in the next couple of months here. So Ben and I get married June 8th. We have a couple of wedding things that we still need to pay for. Unfortunately, my wedding gown wasn't able to be altered, so I had to find last minute alterations, which is $475. We weren't prepared for that. That's what my emergency fund is. However, I will need to basically replenish my emergency fund with about $500. So I have to do that in these next couple of months. Hi, Cora. She's sitting down here. I also have to, I'm saying but Ben and I have to start putting money toward moving expenses. So our lease is up here July 31st. We have to be prepared for a security deposit, which is usually 1 month's rent, any application fees, and then what's the other thing? Oh, just like first month's rent, obviously. So we'll be paying through here through the 31st. We're trying to find July 31st. We're trying to find a place for an August 1st move-in or a July 31st move-in, so we're not paying 2 rents for any amount of time. We had a lot of changes in the last few months. We were kind of set on an area that was much less expensive than it is here in Chicago, but unfortunately my job kind of went back it wasn't a promise. They went back on something that we had been talking about, which would have allowed me to be full-time remote. Unfortunately, they don't feel that that's right for the business right now, which I understand. So I won't be able to work full-time remote, which means we won't be able to move to this particular area. We hadn't really decided on it anyway, so this kind of made the decision for us. However, that means we will be kind of quote unquote stuck staying in Chicago, which is much more expensive to live in. Plus we would like to move somewhere with a yard for Cora. So that means that we will most likely have to move out of the city, which then increases our commute cost. So kind of just trying to figure that stuff out. But basically we need to have money for a security deposit. We need to have money for a moving truck. We need to have money to pay anyone that helps us move. Even though it'll most likely be friends and family, we still want to be able to at least get them dinner or something like that. That's kind of something that kind of needs to take the forefront here. We have literally drained our mutual fund that we had between us for the wedding. We're down to just the last couple of dollars that's left in there before the wedding here in June. So yeah, unless we get any money from our wedding, we won't really have any money to put toward the moving fund. So that means Ben and I need to try to figure out a way to make more money and to be putting all of our focus into paying for replenishing my savings and then also replenishing the moving fund. Then also we are very interested in continuing to bump up the savings. So I already had $1,000. I did that right away. It's kind of like Dave Ramsey's steps. However, I think that it's more important to have a little bit more in there because just like this, like my dress has to be altered. It literally doesn't fit me. There's nothing that I can do. And that took half of my emergency fund. So we need to add a little bit more in there. Remember that we live in Chicago. Remember that Ben and I both have a lot of expenses. And while I don't think that we're at the point where we can do like the $10,000 or like 3 to 6 month emergency fund, I do want to do more than 1,000 and like continue to put money toward that. So even though it's not exactly Dave Ramsey's like gazelle intensity, like live off of nothing, work your ass off, we're just like not, we already work our ass off. So like, we're just not in the realm of not being able to live our life. So we are taking most of his guidance, but then also just having to be realistic with what's important to us, how we want to live our lives. Yeah, so it's really important to us to put some more money toward a moving fund and toward savings. Honestly, I don't know that we will be able to fill that all in before we move. I hope so, because I really don't want to go into any more debt. So if anybody has any recommendations, please let me know. I'm going to try to offer a few more of my social media services. Ben's trying to bump up his coaching so that we can make a little bit more money. So that's kind of where we're at with that right now. So that's my way of saying my debt snowball is going to have to take a little bit of a break, which I think is normal. It's just the time of our lives here. We, like I said, we get married next month. We have a wedding that we have to travel for in the beginning of July, which honestly, if it was anybody except Ben's best friend, we would not go just because it doesn't fit in our budget. It's like Ben's still recovering from his health stuff, but it's Ben's best friend and we can drive there. So we have to figure that out. It's going to be like $400 in hotel stay and then whatever it takes to drive there and back. So it's definitely going to be a lot more expensive than we would like to spend right now, but that's kind of what we have to do. So that was my long-winded spiel of just saying like the debt snowball has to take a little bit of a break. It's like hit a little plateau and it just needs to hang here for a little bit. So that's where we're at with that. My debt currently is at $80,496.01 totally. It will be a little bit down when my car payment goes through later this month. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. The last thing I wanted to show you were these really cool, like, debt-free charts. So I will put the person's Instagram link here, and then I'll also put her Instagram and website down below. These were all free. She has some that you have to pay for, but like for me, I'm on a budget, so I took the free ones, which super pumped about. So I have like my starter emergency fund. We have done the $1,000. So I do have it for $10,000 on here because that is where we would like to get. So this one might take a little bit to fill in, but I thought that would be fun. So this one I actually might redo and have two. So have one for my Great Lakes student loans and one for my Mohela student loans, just because honestly, I have $54,000 worth of my debt is just in student loans. So I'm literally not gonna be able to fill this in even a tiny bit for a few months. So I might redo this one, but I think it's cool. I have my car loan here. So basically what you do, just so you can see, my car loan as of April 30th, 19 was $13,174.30. So I took that and I divided it by 20 and then I wrote them in over here, as you can see. So what I'm gonna do is go from the top down, except for the emergency fund here. So you can see that here on my bank loan. This one might be easier to show you. So my bank loan actually will be the one that'll fill up quickest because it's the smallest loan. It's only $3,200. So again, divided that by 20, and then whenever you make a loan payment, so for example, the last loan payment I made, it brought my balance down to under this 30,000 or $3,000. So I colored in up to that point. So then my next payment, I'll color in more until it's all filled in, and that means that my loan has been paid. So same with my Discover card, my credit card here. Again, might change this if I have to do a balance transfer because my, what's that called? APR goes up this year, so I might have to do that. But I really have been enjoying these. There's also another one that I printed, but I did incorrectly, so I have to have Ben print it again. But these have been fun. I thought it would be like just a fun little way to kind of keep track of where we're going with loans. These are just mine. Maybe when Ben and I combine, we'll do his as well. So that's kind of where I'm at for my debt snowball. Let me know down below if you have anything that you would like to see on this channel, budget related, wellness related, anything like that. We have a couple of really good videos coming up here soon, so I hope that you are already subscribed. And yeah, I'm gonna eat the rest of my pasta here and get going on my next video to try to get done before Ben gets home. But thank you so much for watching this video. Like it if you haven't already, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.